This is a Dragon Blazer production, and I am the little boogeyman.
All right.
This is the Boomer and Blaze Show. I am Boomer.
And I'm Blaze.
Oh, look at that. What? Oh, look there.
So
WWE mug.
I literally searched this out. So I am dog sitting for my brother. So I am not at my house despite the lies you see behind me.
What? That's crazy. It'd be wild if the news could do stuff like that and fake us out.
My brother is on vacation, and I am staying at his house and dog sitting Bella. So there might be times I have to leave because Bella might need to go out. That's the whole reason I'm here.
Crazy.
So yeah, I'm at my brother's, and
it's your brother's mug.
My brother happens to have a WWE mug. Actually, if I searched, I could probably find WWE hat at least.
I
didn't go searching.
I need a WWE mug instead of my plain old coffee mug. But we're back. I'm healed up. Baby's back. I got a little Doink the Clown going today. Doink. We all love Doink, right?
I do love me some Doink.
Yeah.
I'm wearing some bangles.
I saw you. Who day?
Hey, we're getting close. We're only like eight Sundays away. We are getting close, and I believe preseason's even closer.
Absolutely.
We're almost there. We're getting there.
We are. So we're back on schedule this week. We're going to go back to normal. We're going to cover No Mercy UK this week like we were supposed to last week when I got beat up by Mock Foley. That fucker.
Don't mess with the Mock.
Damn it.
Bang, bang, bang. I got to do it 3 times.
I should have known better. But,
copyright, I have to go.
And the worst part was I thought I was just facing Mock Foley, but little did I know it was going to be Cactus Juice. That's who came out. It's rough. Because that guy's crazy. Cactus Juice doesn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, and we got so much to talk about. What a fucking weekend in wrestling it was. Of course, I'm not rich, so I didn't get to watch everything, but I saw plenty of highlights. So we got so much to talk to there. So I tried to cut down on the non-wrestling stuff to fit all this in today. Somebody wants to go look up today, and I believe that's you, right? You're gonna go look up.
I'm looking. Oh, that is not. Oh, my bad. My bad.
I thought you wanted to show something else before you showed that, right? But this guy's trying to go look up and see Superman today. So we're going to see if we can get him out of the park and get him out of here.
That was just the first picture you gave me, so I figured that was the Superman.
As long as the internet gods cooperate with us and StreamYard cooperates, we should be able to do this. But that was the first graphic for what we're about to do. Let's do it. It's time for Bullshit Corner. All I can think about is Superman.
I am very excited about Superman, to be honest with you.
I'm so excited.
I just can't hide it. I know. I want to.
Yeah, I actually saw it yesterday. I told him and I would not spoil anything for him. That's all. And we'll talk about it next week since we've both seen it. I fucking loved it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I've been hearing a lot of good things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited.
But here's our first topic today, and it's something else I'm excited about. It has officially been confirmed we're getting a new Harold and Kumar. I don't know if you and I have ever discussed these movies and how you feel about them, but I fucking love Harold and
I
Kumar.
I've
I think they're
liked everyone
hilarious.
I've watched. I think I've seen them all.
Yeah,
Because there's three of them: the Christmas,
correct.
Guantanamo, and the first one.
And
I've watched it all.
Castle. Yeah. So officially confirmed, everyone is returning.
Harold and Kumar is how I found out Neil Patrick Harris is actually gay.
Right.
It came.
best part about
I
that was,
found
like-
out about it afterwards.
And he played such a womanizer on How I Met Your
Oh
Mother.
yeah, it's so
Like,
great.
it's just good shit. But yes,
He's
everybody,
like the
including Nicole,
dirtiest human.
everyone will be coming back. There's not a lot of details, but the rumor right now is there's going to be a situation like maybe it'll be Harold and Kumar's kids, or like they're mentoring somebody. So it's kind of
Maybe
like-
they'll be like, oh, man, I really want to show my kids White Castle.
right.
And there's like less White Castles in the world now, and it's hard to find, so they got to go on a road trip just to find the White Castle.
Right. And while they're on the road trip, they could say, "Hey kids, do you want to see where we stayed for a few days? Let's go see Guantanamo Bay." Shit's
Hollywood producers, pay me. I got your script.
the shit's turning into a Eminem song. It feels like, let's go to prison and White Castle, and don't listen to that scream in the trunk. It's just your mama. I'm like,
I
all right.
actually I loved all the movies, but I guess I don't remember what the other two stories were. I mean, I know they go to Guantanamo Bay.
They break out right away. They're not even in Guantanamo Bay that long. I can't remember all of it because it's been so long since I've seen it. I remember White Castle the most because I watched that one several times. But the Guantanamo Bay, when they break out of Guantanamo Bay, like right the first 30 minutes into the movie, and I think the rest of it's just them trying to not get caught.
Yeah, I just don't remember the.
And I don't remember the Christmas one very well either. I remember laughing at them all though.
But I remember liking them all. Yeah,
The first one reminded me of like a Cheech and Chong movie.
Yeah,
back in the day, like, and so
it's gonna be interesting because was it? I can't remember which one's Harold and which one's Kumar, but one of them, I think Kumar is the one that was working for the president at one time.
Yes. I believe Kumar is the one in the jail cell, and if we're wrong, correct us. Don't get mad. Just help us out because I always get.
No, I think Kumar's the other one.
Oh, well, I'm not sure, but one of them, yes, you're right. Whichever one of them does work, and that's part of the reason that they couldn't do it before. But
oh no, it's been a while. I haven't watched them in forever.
Been a while since I watched Harold and Kumar. It's been a while. Like we tell you, folks, the karaoke's free. We don't even charge you for that. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one, and of course, we all know I am a Hulk Hogan fan, brother, but this one I'm not quite sure about, and I don't know if you saw this hype. I've wanted to talk about this for a few weeks, but we had just come back, and there's so much. Like I always got to pick and choose because this news has been out for a while. But Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, and former freestyle Olympic wrestler Izzy Martinez are starting Real American Freestyle Wrestling. Of course, Real American is Hulk Hogan's brand. That's what his beer's branded as. Of course, they help finance his stores, and which, by the way, he just opened up a shop in Tennessee, which is interesting. Pigeon Forge. Like there's two in Tampa or two in Florida, and then all of a sudden there's one in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee now. And they're getting ready to open Hulk Hogan Sports Bar in New York, right across from Madison Square Garden. So
if Hulk Hogan is the real American, we are doomed.
Brother. So this though, listen, I used to wrestle, like legit wrestle in school. And, I've watched wrestling in the Olympics a few times. I actually remember seeing Kurt Angle wrestle in the Olympics. But this Real American Freestyle is legit going to be shoot wrestling. And Eric Bischoff is saying, mat wrestling in a UFC style. So this is going to be legit wrestling, like not wrestling entertainment. You know what I'm talking about? Mat wrestling, Olympic wrestling.
Is that why they're calling freestyle?
Yes. And so it's going to be that, but they're also going to have the elements of, entrance music and, trying to make their.
So they're going to do like a mixture of UFC and this showmanship of real wrestling.
Exactly. And
if it wasn't Hulk Hogan.
Now, you're not even, I don't even think you're going to see Hogan at all. It's just his company. I
don't want to support Hogan in any way, shape, or form.
So it's going to be interesting, I think, to see if it works. Now, their first show is actually going to be in Cleveland, Ohio, believe it or not. is going to be their
Wow.
first show. And the ticket sales are kind of slow right now. People are saying, well, it's because it's Hogan and Bischoff, blah, blah. Listen, it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, it maybe a little, but it's something new. It's not
I don't
gonna
have an issue with Bischoff.
It's not going to sell out. Even the first AEW show that was professional wrestling didn't sell. It's new, so it's probably not going to sell out. Like, I don't even know if I am going to be interested in this. Like, I like wrestling because I used to do it, but I'd rather watch our version of wrestling than, you know.
I
We'll
like
see.
the concept, honestly. The concept sounds interesting, and that does intrigue me. It's
And
just,
everybody they have is, you know, either Olympic or, you know, world champ. And this Izzy Martinez has so many accomplishments. I didn't write them all down, but he has 4 Big Ten championships and 2 NCAA championships.
maybe they can get Jack Swagger. I haven't seen Jack Swagger in forever.
Swagger was in AEW.
He was
for a
in
while.
AEW for a little
He's no
while.
longer
I know.
there. I'm pretty sure he went back to MMA. So
Yeah,
the real
like I said,
all Americans. Dude, could you imagine? It's not gonna happen, but could you imagine if this shit was coming out and Kurt Angle was still in his prime?
oh yeah,
Dude,
he should be your
he'd
top
be like,
draw.
listen, I love you guys, but I gotta go show these guys what's up. Okay.
Either that or he'd be like, you know what? I already broke my neck once, and that was for the Olympics.
Technically, one guy
Fuck
that's
the
not,
Hulk Hogan.
technically one guy that's not busy right now and was a wrestler in college is one Beast Incarnate. Could you imagine if Brock Lesnar stood up in this shit? I'd be like, nope.
I'm sure. Nope. Wow, you know one way you can keep me farther away from this?
Put Brock on there.
Put Brock Lesnar.
Why we're at it? Why we're at it?
Brock Lesnar, Hulk Hogan. Who else do I dislike?
Let's sell some shares to Vince McMahon. While we're at it,
see if
Goldberg will do commentary, and we'll just fucking have all your. It'll be like Mount Rushmore of fucking idols. Like, sign me up.
Yeah,
just go ahead. Fucking put them all on there.
The worst people all in one spot.
Oh, gosh. So there you go.
Except for I actually don't have an issue with Eric Bischoff, to my knowledge. I haven't heard anything. I don't mind Eric Bischoff, but yeah, no.
I've never heard nothing. I mean, of course, there's wrestlers that have griped about him, but I'm just talking as far as a person. I've never heard anything bad about Eric Bischoff as far as scandalous or whatever. So yeah. He's been with his same wife forever, who, by the way, was a model back in the day, and she still looks smoking hot. And she's
still modeling.
And she doesn't model anymore, but she still looks like she could.
I know. I'm saying still model-y.
Oh yeah,
model-y, looking like she could be.
Oh, model-y, delicious. I don't even know where that came from.
Saying she's a gilf.
Yeah, definitely. She is a gilf.
For the uneducated, the gilf is a grandma I'd like to fuck.
Yeah.
In case you weren't sure what that G was. It's not the G spot. It's
dude, I saw something the other day, and this stand-up comedian woman was talking about that shit, and it had me cracking up so much. She was like, I thought for sure when I had grandkids, I would be safe, but I still have to make sure I look fuckable because now I'm a gilf. It never ends. It never ends. I gotta still. Oh, all right. We did a little magic. Sorry, we had a few issues. Or I was the problem. It was the operator. Anyway, moving on. The next.
I'm the problem. It's me, not me, but you.
We're going to do while we're on this theme of the heroes and such. We are going to take a look at a little clip from the Fantastic Four. We've talked about Fantastic Four a little bit on the episode. We discussed Superman, but we haven't actually deep dove our thoughts into it. This is just a teaser clip, but I fucking love it because I love Silver Surfer, and yeah, I think this is.
I don't dislike Silver Surfer. Never been one of my favorites or anything, but
well, let me tell you what, Silver Surfer is now a lady, so maybe you'll change your mind.
Well, actually, this is a different character than Norn.
Yes,
this is Norn.
The other one, yes.
A lot of people get confused. They're like, "Oh, they changed her gender." No, she's like a legit character in the comics. Yeah. She's a smaller character, but she is a character.
Yeah.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death. Your world will be consumed by the Devourer. There is nothing you can do to stop him, for he is a universal force, as essential as the stars. hold your loved ones close and speak the words you've been afraid to speak. Use this time to rejoice and celebrate, for your time is short. I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
I love that line. Like, say the things you're afraid to say. You've been marketing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And we've only got little tiny teases, but I'm also excited that we're actually going to get Galactus, because in the other Fantastic Four, Galactus was just in space.
A giant cloud.
Yes. But we were actually going to see Galactus, and you've seen in the trailers, they've like showed his foot. They've showed images of like the corner of his head and his face, but
it's like about as comic accurate as you can get with Galactus from what we can tell. And
also,
I'm excited for that, yes.
For the people that are bitching Thing as well, that the people complaining about the eyebrow, that is
Thing is pretty comic accurate too. Yeah, absolutely.
Accurate. Leave the unibrow alone.
This Fantastic Four.
Like I just went to the theater for the first time since the pandemic, and I'm probably going again for this because come on, you got to see this on the big screen. Superman was a must. I'm not a big. I don't go a lot to the movie theater, but a movie like Superman, you had to see on the big screen. I also did IMAX, by the way.
Oh man, I didn't. I don't even know where an IMAX around here is. I'm going to Discount Theater down the road.
I think I'm a little more excited about Fantastic Four.
I'm more excited about Superman at this present time, but that's also because it's out.
Like when the first ones came out, and I know they weren't that good. I didn't mind the first one with Michael Chiklis and everyone. I thought the second one was kind of, but I loved the Fantastic Four as a kid, and it was one of those I never thought they would get a movie. Like I never thought they were going to make.
I'm excited for Fantastic Four mainly because those other ones did fail, and I'm hoping Marvel can do their Marvel magic and turn it around.
Save it. Yeah, save it. Yeah, we definitely saved Superman.
Yeah.
Just saying. Again, sorry, Cavill fans, not knocking that. Those were great theatrical masterpieces.
Look,
Superman movie.
I don't like. I don't dislike Man of Steel. I don't dislike Batman v Superman. There's a lot of problems with that one, and the Snyder's cut of Justice League was cool, but let's face it, the DCU before failed. It wasn't done well.
Yeah, too dark. Wasn't done well.
They jumped to Justice League way too quick. Like
Batman versus Superman was a lot of problems because of everything with Affleck and him wanting to do the movie. Then he wasn't going to do the solo movie, but he could direct it, but he couldn't be in it. Then they rewrote it, and he couldn't. It was just too much behind the scenes shit too.
I don't feel like there was enough direction. I mean, Wonder Woman, there was some gems. Shazam was really good. Wonder Woman, the first one was really good. The second one,
I think
the first one was pretty good.
I've heard some talk about Wonder Woman coming back, but I think they're going to replace Gadot.
Well, yeah. I think I heard that there was a Wonder Woman 3 in the works, and it got cut down from.
I like the first one, but that second one, that Wonder Woman 80s or whatever,
it's not good.
It was horrible.
I wanted to like it because I love the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't that good. But and like I said, I like the Snyder cut. I like the Justice League. It's a little bit better than Superman v Batman. But I'm happy that we got not to quote a music band, but that we got one direction. We got one vision to start building this universe from the ground up. I've already heard there's a Supergirl. There's this one's Superman. And I know there's a lot of characters, but I don't think those are main characters that are going to be focused on. We got Batman the Brave and the Bold. We've got the Themyscira. I don't know how much you've heard about that, but it's supposed to be Themyscira is a team. It's going to be a show that's going to be Game of Thrones, but in Wonder Woman's home, like where she's from in the past.
James Gunn just brought up when he was doing press for Superman and stuff. Someone asked a question. And he brought up that they're doing Clayface, and that's going to be a rated R movie.
Rated R body horror movie. Yes, I've heard that as well.
He spoke that out of his own mouth. So and like we talked about before, that's where Marvel got it right. Like it takes a lot of people to do this stuff, but you have to have one vision, one direction. You have to have somebody at the top that has the same vision for everything, that has that overseeing. You have to all be trying to do that whole mess with the Batman and Justice. All that shit felt so like it felt like 30
Now,
different people were doing 4 different things and trying to put them together, and it was just kind of Batman
now to
versus
my
Superman could have been so much more. It could have been so much more.
yeah.
You know?
Well, and to my understanding, the Clayface movie is going to be an Elseworlds movie, kind of like how he's letting the Batman continue. That
Yeah.
is considered Elseworlds and not part of the DCU.
Yes.
So
I think that's kind of what he was explaining in that interview when someone had brought it up. So
yeah, and there's
yeah.
a lantern show that's coming out where we're
Yeah.
going to multiple lanterns. John
Yeah.
Stewart, Hal Jordan. Hopefully, if I get my way, Kyle Rayner, my favorite Green Lantern. That's
Yeah.
my favorite is Kyle Rayner.
So yeah, good stuff. Good. It's a good summer of movies. By the way, Jurassic Park actually outdid Superman, and Jurassic Park also now made why is her name slipping me? She's so fucking famous. Who's the woman in the new Jurassic Parks? One now.
Howard's daughter,
Come
Ron
on,
Howard's daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard.
No. The main character in the new.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yes. Okay. Well, Jurassic Park just made her the highest paid actor ever now.
Oh wow!
From
Okay.
the Jurassic Park. So
You
Superman
go,
did
girl.
over 200 million, but Jurassic Park did like over 500 million. So
Wow.
so
Really?
can you believe
I've
that?
heard that Jurassic Park's a little more disappointing, but
Well, but they don't know that till they go see it. That's the problem.
fair enough. Fair enough.
You don't know it's disappointing until you get in that theater. So
I don't
and I
know.
think
I want to see Jurassic
on
World.
opening-
Is it Dominion or Rebirth? It's Rebirth.
because this is.
I want to see Jurassic World, but with Superman and Fantastic Four are priorities.
Yeah. All right, so
will-
there you go. Let's move on because we got so much wrestling we have to talk about before we get into the main event today. There were a ton of pay-per-views. We're going to give an honorable mention here to Ring of Honor had a pay-per-view on Saturday, as well as the NXT at the Bash, Great American Bash. But let's talk some AEW. I did not get to see this pay-per-view, but I did get to see. By the way, yes, we know Punk's not in AEW. Don't be hating us.
I haven't updated this because I haven't been watching AEW.
Right. We'll fix it. Don't worry about it right now. The point is, I did not get to watch All in Texas, obviously, because I don't have hush money like that. But this was their first stadium show in the U.S. Last year, All In was in Wembley Stadium. All In is their WrestleMania. It's in the summertime, but this is their big pay-per-view every year.
Yeah.
So they had this in Texas, and it was at Globe. Let me make sure I pronounce it. Yeah, Globe Life Field, which is where the Texas Rangers play, baseball team, and they had it was like 20,000 people, something like that. I wrote it down, but I'm horrible at my job sometimes. So anyway, I just want to touch on a few matches that took place. Adam Cole was supposed to defend the TNT title, and he came out and said he has to relinquish his title due to a health issue. He took a bad bump last week, the week before on Collision on one of them. Like I bitch about these all the time. He took a pile driver or something on the fucking apron, and apparently got another concussion, but they didn't really clarify exactly what the problem is. He just said health issues. So he had to forfeit the TNT title, and they decided to make a 4-way to decide a new champion, and I can't remember everybody that was in it, but the point is Dustin Rhodes actually won the 4-way, and Dustin is the new TNT champion. And even though he already has 2 titles, the Ring of Honor, so they don't, whatever. Sorry, Ring of Honor
That's
fans.
cool,
This is his first AEW title, though. Ring of Honor is separate because it is a separate. Tony owns them both, but Ring of Honor is separate. This is his first AEW title. He was actually crying in the ring. And it's 56 years old. And yes, his makeup is cool. This is what he's been doing for a while. Sometimes it's red. Sometimes he's done green before. Yeah, it's a cool look. And I'm telling you what, man, Dustin can still go. It's insane. He's
I know we're watching pay-per-views with him right now.
Yeah. And since he's coming to AEW, he does stuff that he didn't used to do back in the day, like those tequila sunrise flips and shit, but to still be able to go at this age. But he was very emotional. For one, obviously, he didn't have any plans on winning that title because he wasn't supposed to be in that match. And he had already wrestled a couple of times because the Ring of Honor pay-per-view was on that day, too. So this was like his 3rd match that day. And he still went out there.
Wow.
the TNT Championship. So congratulations to Dustin. A little side note I wanted to mention is that JoJo was there. Bray Wyatt's wife showed up, and she actually sung as part of Swerve Strickland's entrance.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was kind of a cool moment. It was kind of weird. She came out and sung a Shaka Khan song, and I'm not really sure what that had to do with Swerve, but whatever. She was still there, and she looked amazing. So that's a little
Maybe
side
it's
note.
just because it's fun to say Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. I can't remember which
Shaka
song.
Khan.
Shaka Khan song. The other match I want to talk about is Timeless Tony Storm beating Mercedes Moné. I know you don't watch AEW, and I don't get to watch it as much as I would like to, but you just got to go on YouTube and look up some of her stuff because
I'm aware of Tony Storm, and I love her.
Me too.
I'm aware of her because Craig loves her. Craig loves Tony Storm, loves this gimmick, and he's shown me. He sent me videos, and he sent me one somewhat recently. It was a good promo.
Yeah, she is. This character is great. I actually, before we went on the air, when I was strolling through Facebook, AEW actually posted this match. Like it had already started. They didn't include entrances, and there was no commentary. But they actually posted this match on their page. I sat there and watched this whole fucking thing. Kind of broken up. It may not have been the entire match. They might have clipped out a few things, but I was actually impressed with some of the stuff I saw from Mercedes. But I want to talk about one little spot in this match. So we're allowed to say anything on podcasts. I don't get uncomfortable very often, so I'm just going to do the best I can. So Mercedes had Tony positioned to do a tombstone. So we all know what that looks like. Okay.
Yeah.
We all know what that looks like. Tony did the old
standing 69. Got it.
Yeah, Tony did the old flipperoo reversal. Looked like she was going to go for a tombstone, right? We know it's 69, but now we're the other way.
96.
Yeah. Instead of a tombstone, Tony proceeded to taste the carpet, I guess is the best way to put it.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't need the sound effects. I figured out what you were trying to say. I got what you were putting down.
That's what happened instead of the tombstone. All right. So then to proceed on later in the match, I do have one complaint. The match was good, and actually I was impressed with the Mercedes. But Tony gave Mercedes 3 pile drivers in a row. I forget what she calls them. She has a name for her pile driver. It's her finisher. Gave her 3 in a row. Mercedes kicked out of 3 fucking pile drivers in a row, like the 3 Amigos. That's my one little complaint.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you don't like when they ruin the sanctity of a finisher.
I mean, you're just Mercedes Moné, and you just got 3 in a fucking row. Like, come on. But I get it. It was for the field, whatever. So then at the end, she has Mercedes up on the top rope, and she proceeded to kiss her, which is normal. Tony does this. By the way, she always talks in her promos about how she's queer and proud, and she has a big butt. But anyway, so she kissed Mercedes. She gave her the pile driver off of the top rope, and that ended the match. And Tony kept the title. I'm so glad. I thought for sure she was going to lose it.
It sounds like it sounds like that might be good storytelling and not as bad as what you normally don't like. Like, oh, I can't put her away with.
It was a story. Yes, exactly. At the end, if she would have lost, I would have hated it. But it didn't make sense once she was like, okay, I got to take it up a step.
I got to escalate.
Use my finisher, but I got to take it up a step.
Yeah.
So she did win, and I was glad. So we proceed to the press conference, and she says, I would like to thank Mercedes Money, because she does that shit on purpose. She didn't say money.
Yeah.
Later in the speech, she goes, I would like to thank Mercedes for keeping her lips clean. Both sets, they taste great.
Look, I don't know how I feel. Look, I'm an adult man. I don't know if I really love the fact that you're literally licking carpet in a wrestling ring. I thought we've gotten slightly past the.
Come on, man.
I know it's good. It's funny.
Brooke, no, listen, I didn't even. There was a part of me, and I'm also a dude, but this morning, I'm sitting around going, what do I say when I get to this spot? What do I say? That's why I chose carpet, tasting the carpet. I'm even as a grown man, I'm like, and I'm allowed to say anything. It's a podcast, but still, I was like, I don't even, and when you watch it, it's like the fans are going nuts, but I'm watching it like, is it really
all those kids that I'm gonna have to explain?
That's all there's Tony's hair. Do I really gotta explain this is all you see? Like, I don't know. It was it was interesting.
I mean,
But congratulations.
besides the fact that it's sexual, it's
didn't-
also assault.
It didn't last long. Like as soon as she started doing it, Mercedes managed to flip her down and put her like in a submission hold, an STF or something. But it was still.
It's still sexual assault. I mean, you're in a wrestling ring. I don't think it was consensual.
Congratulations.
That makes it assault.
The other thing we want to talk about.
Yeah, let's move on from this.
One more thing that I want to talk about from Lynn, and thank you, dear baby Jesus, because we finally got that belt off fucking John Moxley. Hangman Adam Page is the new AEW World Champion. This was a Texas death match, so I don't even have to tell you there were a lot of shenanigans and a lot of
all the shenanigans, I bet.
Painful. Few things I never seen before. There was a point where Moxley dumped a bag, and I was expecting tacks to come out, and it was just broken beer bottles, so it was a bag full of glass.
Oh.
Then you would expect, like, you're gonna body slam Hangman in there or something, or DDT him on it or something like that. Well, he did body slam him on the glass, and he proceeded to drag him through it by his feet. Yeah.
I hope that was sugar glass or whatever they use.
You could see cuts in his back. Like it was very, very, and of course, since it was the death match, the Death Riders were allowed to do whatever they wanted to help Moxley. But we all need a little help from our friends, right? And Hangman got some. Bryan Danielson showed up.
Oh, I thought he was retired.
Yeah, well, he's retired from being full time, is the way he stated it, and he's actually been showing up at some indie shows. But he showed up at the pay per view, and of course, everybody went crazy. And then Darby returned. Darby's been gone since he decided to climb Mount Everest.
Yeah.
So it was actually they were getting ready to do something really bad to Hangman, and then a video came on the Titantron, and it was a mountain climber, obviously on Mount Everest, and he said something like, "He's coming back to take everything from you," and then all of a sudden Darby dropped from the ceiling. So it took some shenanigans. We had a giant board in the ring with fucking nails or spikes on it like this long, and Hangman delivered his buckshot lariat. Then he wrapped a chain around John Moxley's neck, and then he flung Moxley over the top rope and hung him. Now, we've seen this in wrestling before, but Moxley kept his hands out of the chain, and the way he sold this, the way he sold the panic on his, like, you would have thought, it looked like Moxley was actually choking the fuck out. He sold it so well, like doing this and the look on his face, and then he finally he tapped out. So the crowd's going crazy. Hangman's in the ring. He's bloody. He's on his knees, and he's got the briefcase, and he's just looking down, crying because they're trying to build it. The crowd's like, what's going to be in there? Or do we have a new belt? Is there even a fucking belt in this briefcase? The belt hasn't been on TV in over a year. So Hangman opens up the case, and he pulls it out, and it's the AEW title. It's the same belt. Not only is it the same belt, it still had Bryan Danielson's side plates on it, because that's who Moxley beat. And as soon as he beat him, he put that belt in the briefcase. So it made sense that the title still had Bryan's plates on the side. But the fans not only popped huge for Hangman, they popped even bigger when that belt came out of the briefcase, because they have missed the belt. So congratulations to Hangman. I'm glad they did it. Hopefully it works. Last time he was champ, it didn't work. Like, everybody was so excited for him to win, and then it was like, okay, well, he's
lackluster.
Yeah, but they did it again. This was almost a year-long story. He actually turned heel at one point. They gave him his old music back at the pay-per-view, because they'd given him different music when he turned heel. So they gave him his original music back, and then when the cameraman went in to shoot for him to enter, they were on the heel side with the camera, but he came out the face side, because AEW still does that. They have two entrances all the time. Heels come out one side, baby faces come out the other. That's old school. So it was kind of a redemption story. He came out the babyface side. He got his old music back. He won. So congratulations. Thank God the belt's off Moxley. So there you go.
All right.
I believe that's all of. Oh, I got to give you more. I'm slacking. Just bear with me, folks.
Lacking.
We're sitting here like moving along, and I'm like, okay, and our next subject is nothing because I suck at my job. All right. I forget. I'm trying to get used to this.
You're not used to doing this yourself.
Right.
I was the one that did all this. Now you want to keep me in the dark.
No, it's not that. It's just that we figured out we could do this. They only let you load so many at a time, kids. So, I try not to put them all at
No,
once.
I know.
I was talking to the audience.
Right.
Telling me I'm maxed out. At least we got the WWE News logo up. I don't know what's happening. It's not letting me.
You got to get rid of the other ones before you can put more in.
I know. I was trying to. Anyway.
And I can't remove them because then I kick you out to remove them.
We're going to talk WWE News. Of course, we are going to talk about both events from the weekend. And I'm going to get better at this someday.
Someday.
I get so used. I just start talking and I just,
Or do we want to go with more upbeat, like, was that 80s or 90s? Someday, ooh, someday, boy, you're gonna get you on.
Someday. I'm trying to remember who sung that shit, dude. I remember that song now.
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
What are you talking about? Like, was that Mariah? I think that was.
Was Mariah. That Mariah?
Early Mariah.
I want to say Gloria Estefan.
Did you say Gloria Estefan? What are you doing?
Stefan,
what are you doing? We are going to talk Evolution first. We are not going to cover every match of Evolution thoroughly, but we are going to go over them all because we made picks. So we do want to discuss those.
It's definitely Mariah. I remember her, like her high pitched. Yeah. I mean, she does it great, but I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I recognize those in my head now from the song. So definitely Mariah Carey.
Yeah, that's a good one though. Not quite 80s, but early 90s for sure. Mariah Carey. Yep, it was Mariah. Like you said, yeah, you remember the high pitch. Yeah. So anyway, here we go. We are going to discuss Evolution. Really, I just want to talk about the two women's championship matches, but we have to go over the picks we made. I think you got a couple of them right. Starting off with, I believe you picked the winner of the Battle Royal. My dumbass didn't even know Bianca is not even wrestling right now, so I'm really.
Yes, I picked Bianca as
I did.
You picked Bianca. I picked Stephanie McCourt.
Yeah, and she won.
Bianca won.
No.
Oh, Stephanie McCourt. Okay.
Bianca wasn't in it.
Oh, she wasn't in it.
Stephanie McCourt is the one with the horns, right? Is that
Yes.
That's who won. Yes. By the way, I guess we should mention Stephanie McMahon kicked off Evolution. She came out to welcome everybody and all that. I forgot to mention that. Then she came out to interview Stephanie, like however you say it. She came out to interview her and said something to her in Spanish. So, there we go. McMahon was also breaking out her.
Stephanie learning some Spanish, huh?
Yeah, Stephanie broke out some Spanish. I was just waiting for her to say Montecite. Like, wrong Peacock. This is the wrong wrong pay-per-view. So yeah, that was one we wanted to talk about. Let's see. Next, the tag team match. I believe we were both wrong because the champs kept their titles. I know I picked
you picked Charlotte and Alexa. I picked the Kabuki Warriors.
I do, by the way. It was a good match, and I love the chemistry between Charlotte and Alexa. Their entrance was hilarious because they kept doing the old push out of the way so they could be the person in front and stuff. Like Alexa threw her doll at Charlotte. Like I think that tag team has a lot of potential. Again, there was probably not a title change because this is so close to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, yeah.
So you want to save what you can for SummerSlam. We had I think we were both right on Jade versus Naomi. I believe we both picked Jade to win that match.
Jade and Naomi, we picked. Oh shoot! I don't see Jade versus Naomi.
I
don't think we had that. I don't think we had it.
Maybe
you said there was some cards that we didn't know.
Well, no, I just listened to the podcast from last week, and we both did pick Jade. So you probably just didn't get it, mark that one down. But
what is wrong with me? Why did I not write that one down?
But I know we both picked Jade on that one. So
my bad.
How about the Intercontinental title match? I believe you were correct on that one.
I picked Becky Lynch. You picked Lyra Valkyria.
Becky did retain, so you were correct on that one as well. Why should we ever doubt? Don't doubt Blaze. The fuck. All right.
That's two I've got right so far. Well, other than Jade, we both got that right.
We both got that one right. Yeah, that's the only one I've gotten right. But we both got the next one right, and I did send a graphic for it because, like I called it, Tiff Tiffany Stratton did win. She defeated
Yes.
Trish, kept her title. Both of us made that pick. Tiffany will now go on to SummerSlam to defend against Jade. So this is going to be interesting because I feel like these are both women that are getting pushes right now. And it feels like it's Tiffy time. So I don't know if it,
I don't know.
I don't know exactly what will happen in that match. Originally, and I believe I mentioned it last week, that I thought maybe at SummerSlam when Jade fought Tiffy, Naomi would cash in, but that can't happen because Naomi already cashed in at Evolution. Main event, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky put on a 5-star banger. Both women were down and the music hit. No one saw this come. You talk about a cat. Last week on the show, my prediction was she would do it at SummerSlam. Nobody saw this cash in coming. One, because Naomi's on SmackDown, so everybody just assumed she would be going after Tiffany and Tiffany's title. Two, the woman was in a no-holds-barred match in this pay-per-view and got beat up by Jade. She came out with her nose was bleeding. I don't know if it just got cut or what it was, but Naomi cashed in. And yeah, walked out World Heavyweight Champion. This was after the match, after Naomi had cashed in. There was a moment here between Rhea and Io because, dude, this match was incredible.
Question: who technically won before the cash-in?
Neither one of them. It was in the middle match. It turned it into a triple threat.
Oh! I thought you said she cashed in after the match.
No, my bad. She cashed in before the match was over. Both women were down. And she
I
cashed
had
in
children all week, and I never got around to watching this pay-per-view. So
both women were down, so she came out. She cashed in. After they rang the bell to make it official, she hit Io with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then she went back in the ring. She took Rhea and threw Rhea into the corner post, and Rhea landed outside. And then Naomi went up top and hit her, moonsault, whatever she does, and that was it. She won. The crazy thing is, Naomi's supposed to be a heel, and she got a huge pop. Nobody booed. When her music hit, the place went crazy. When she
we
won,
all love cash in. I don't care who it is.
the place went crazy. Yeah, and this was a great one. This was a good cash in, and I did not expect this. I don't think a lot of people did. By the way, this continues the success of the women. No woman has ever failed. Every women's Money in the Bank winner has won a championship. There's not.
We went many years before that happened.
Before a man failed, yeah. So far the women are 100%.
Sorry, I just noticed I did put Jade and Bianca. It's the top one, but it was in a different font, so I got messed up. Sorry.
It was a great main event. It was a great pay-per-view. These three women are actually going to run it back at SummerSlam, but we'll discuss SummerSlam next week now that more matches are coming out. But it was announced last night on Raw that Naomi will take on Rhea and Io at SummerSlam for the world title. So they're going to run it back and this time make it official instead of a cash-in. So there you go. All right, well, let's move on to main event.
I don't know. I like this graphic. We got Mommy and Io right there.
We do. And it was such a touching moment.
Main event.
Main event time, and we'll go over all these really quickly. And of course, there's a couple of pieces of big news, but and then here I go. I suck again. I got to put some more graphics up. The first match that we'll talk about is Drew versus Randy. Randy won, but the big story with all this, and I know you don't get to see a lot of SmackDown, but one Jelly Roll has been on SmackDown the last couple of weeks and has actually been getting involved in the storyline. And of course, I heard the rumors that he was training and stuff. And they actually made it official after the main event show that Jelly Roll and Randy Orton are taking on Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. Jelly Roll.
I saw a little bit of main event. Saw that Jelly Roll punched.
Well, I'll tell you what. The Friday before main event, Jelly Roll. I don't know how much training he's done. I'm not gonna hate because we see celebrities do this. Bad Bunny was impressive the one time I saw him wrestle. I don't know how much training he's done, but dude, he took a Claymore on SmackDown and he sold that shit like he was a 20-year wrestling veteran. And Drew did not take it easy on him either. Like Drew nailed him with a Claymore. Jelly Roll went right fucking down and didn't move.
Man, I hope Jelly Roll's entrance video is just a bunch of like jelly donuts.
And by the way, I had no idea until he was showing up on WWE TV that he's lost so much weight. Like he looks good. He's lost a lot of weight. I know we're not on that match yet. I didn't send graphics for all the matches. I just
that's the wrong one. My bad.
No, that's okay. You can leave that up because I didn't send you graphics for all of them. So
all right.
Fine. I just figured we'd discuss two of them really quickly, and then there's this kind of a big story with it.
By the way, you picked Drew McIntyre. I picked Orton to win that match.
So hey, I got one right on main event.
Hey.
The next one we'll talk about is Solo versus. We didn't pick on this because this match wasn't announced, but they added Solo versus Jimmy for the U.S. title. Well,
Oh,
to main event. Solo won. They were all trying to beat up Jimmy, and Jacob Fatu returned. Also, I don't think we mentioned it, and I don't know if you know this, but the new name, the Bloodline, is no more. At least Solo's faction is no longer the Bloodline. They're now My Family Tree. They're the MFT. That's Solo's group's name now. So
Okay. That's
okay, and I assume it's
okay.
because the Bloodline's going to get back together. We're kind of jumping around, but Roman returned on Raw to save. Everybody's like, "Why did Roman save Punk?" He didn't save Punk. He was saving Jimmy. Okay, so he's back. There was a moment with him and Jimmy, so I think the Bloodline's probably going to get back together. But yeah, watch out for
But as a face.
Watch out for My Family Tree, because that sounds really intimidating. I wouldn't want to run into My
I
Family
know
Tree.
MFT doesn't sound bad, but when you
No,
ask
if you
what
just-
it is, what
Yeah,
it
if you
means,
just
that's
say
where we have an
MFT, that works. But if you have to say, it was kind of like fucking, what are you, DOA? Is that what we're doing?
yeah.
So we go into the next one, and it was our guy, LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins. And unfortunately, and I guess you didn't get to watch, but it was not a work. Seth injured his knee during the match without LA Knight even touching him. And the reason I knew, because right away when he did the sunset, he landed and he started doing the old, we all thought it was the heel work. I'm sure most people did. That's what I thought. Like, here we go. He's doing the old, oh, I'm injured, and then he's gonna. But when he crawled in the corner and he started talking to Paul Heyman, I could tell by the way he was talking to Paul and the looks on their faces that it was not a fake. He actually got injured. The news coming out is he's only going to be out 5 to 6 months. I guess first we should address LA Knight 1. The rumor is he was not originally supposed to win, but Seth got hurt and obviously wanted to finish the match. So he told LA Knight, just give me your finish and let's get out of here. Now people go ahead.
I was just going to say, luckily Seth is in like a faction where he could technically still show up as the leader and not wrestle.
People are also talking about, what about Money in the Bank? Which, by the way, last night, Paul Heyman still had the Money in the Bank briefcase. Right now, they're saying Seth's only going to be out 5 to 6 months. You have until the next
a year
review to cash in your briefcase. And by the way, next year, for whatever reason, Money in the Bank's actually in August. So Seth actually has an extra month because normally it's in July. So if he's out 5 to 6 months, then he has till August of next year to cash in. So to me, you don't do anything with the Money in the Bank because you talk about the ultimate cash in. You don't.
Oh yeah, especially if he doesn't stay showing up as the leader. Right. Like his return is, you hear Seth Rollins music, and then boom, he's coming down the aisle with the Money in the Bank in the middle.
Then you have his faction. You keep the briefcase on TV. Let Paul Heyman carry that bitch around. And when he's ready to come back, you just let him cash in. You don't even tell him. You don't let anybody know.
Absolutely. No. Yeah, that's a great. It writes itself.
Yeah. And if they feel the need to address it on TV, then you just come out and say, we're not going to take away the briefcase because he'll be back in time. Like, this isn't a title. He doesn't have to defend it in 30 days.
Right.
I mean, this isn't a belt situation, because somebody at work that watches wrestling, the first thing he said is, well, what are they going to do with the briefcase? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not the Intercontinental title, man. He's got a year. He's got a year. So
I like that it sounds like your workers know who to go to when they have questions about wrestling.
They do. Not only that, I didn't know this till about 3 weeks ago, but my neighbor right across the hallway is into wrestling as well, and I didn't know it. He actually is friends with an independent wrestler as well. So
did you send him a link to the pod?
I did. You know how I
roll. Yeah.
So LA Knight wins this, and hopefully Seth is only out 5 to 6 months. He was actually at Evolution the next night. They didn't show him on TV, but he was there obviously because he wanted to see Becky wrestle.
Yeah.
The MRI was scheduled for yesterday. I've not seen, the only update I've seen is they're saying 5 to 6 months. So there's no reason he cannot keep his briefcase. It's not a time. So we're going to talk about the main event. I was so interested in this because obviously, needless to say, with Seth getting injured, that match got cut short. So I came home just in time to see the end of that.
Oh no!
Right,
they have to go longer than 3 minutes.
So then they go to commercial, and I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, it's fucking 9:40, and it's time for Gunther and Goldberg. Fuck. This is the thought in my head. I'm like, fuck. There's no, like, Entrances will take what? You got commercials now, some entrances, but we're still looking at what, 15 minutes at least they're gonna have to go. Which, by the way, it was a 15-minute match. Gunther came out first, obviously. Then Goldberg came out, and it was kind of cool because they had like the original WCW head of security walked out with him, and some old WCW wrestlers and his son. So that part was cool, and the place went crazy for him. And dude, when you get a chance to go back and watch, I am not at all saying this was a 5-star match because it's Goldberg, but they did it right, and I was impressed. And no matter what any of us feel about Goldberg, this picture right here is worth 1,000 words. Because the fact that an almost 60-year-old man, let's go ahead and throw that one up I just sent you. The fact that an almost 60-year-old man no-sold Gunther's fucking chops as you're watching his chest turn red. I don't care whether you like Goldberg or not. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Gunther chopped him like 3 times in a row.
Literally the skin taking the impact from there.
I found this picture on Facebook. Somebody posted it. I don't know who the photographer was, but you caught the perfect fucking picture of that chop, and you just see Goldberg's chest getting red, and he's just laughing.
He's just, you can tell he's smiling, but he's feeling it. Look at the face, the pain.
He feels it, but the fact he no-sold it and still just did the grin was good stuff. Yeah, I think they did this right. They did this right because Goldberg lost. It was a long match, but the way they did it, when you go back and watch it, you're not going to hate this match. Believe it or not, you're not going to hate it. I'm not saying it was 5 stars, but in your head, when you think,
tell me what I'll do.
Well, I'm just, in your head, even I was thinking like Goldberg's got to go 15 minutes. This is going to be fucking horrible. What are you can't do sleeper holds. What the fuck are we doing? What are we going to do? They went outside and got into it. There was a spot where Goldberg sent Gunther tried to send him into, that was one bad spot. He was supposed to send Gunther into the barricade, but Gunther didn't make it all the way, so he kind of dropped down. But anyway, Goldberg went to spear Gunther, and he ended up moving, so Goldberg speared the fucking barricade. Gunther tried to talk shit to Goldberg's son. Goldberg's son jumped the rail, and I thought we were going to see some physicality. It's like, spear his ass. I wanted to see his son spear him. That did not happen. And of course, we get later on in the match, and you can't have Goldberg's last match without the MVP of the fucking WWE once again taking a bump. There's the next graphic for you. Goldberg goes to spear Gunther. Gunther moves, and Charles Robinson takes the spear.
Oh, he's just trying to give him a hug.
By the way, when Cena knocked his ass down, I said he was 70. He's not. He's 61, but still the fact that, can we put him in the Hall of Fame right now? I don't care if he's still active. There should be he should automatically be going in the Hall of Fame. He took a fucking spear.
This dude is like, you know what? I've had a long life. I just want to take some damage.
I want to take some bumps. This makes me
he's suicidal. Jeez.
This makes me think they still get the bonuses for the ref bumps. And Charles is like, fucking, let them all do it, baby.
I mean, at 61, he should get a bonus.
Yeah. So he was definitely the MVP of the show again. There was a spot, so after the ref bump, there was a spot where, because Goldberg had a brace just on one of his knees, and Gunther was trying to remove it and was having trouble removing it, and it was a very awkward, like 2 or 3 minutes of Gunther just trying to fucking get this brace off of Goldberg. But he ended up beating Goldberg with that brace like several times. Goldberg finally hit his spear, and he went to do the jackhammer, and I'm like, part of me is like, are they really gonna? They're not really gonna do this. But of course, his leg gave out.
Oh, okay.
In the end, Gunther actually won with the sleeper. Goldberg did not tap. Goldberg passed out. So,
gotcha.
There you go. It was a pretty much a clean victory, except for beating.
Oh, what the hell is this?
But, hey, the other thing though that is so funny, people online so Goldberg, after the match, they come back and Goldberg's in the ring, and like DDP's in the ring, like the ring's full. Cody's in the ring. There's all these people in the ring, and Michael Cole walked up and said, "All right, Goldberg, tonight was all about you." And he starts giving his farewell speech or whatever. NBC cut him off. And everybody's like blaming the WWE. WWE does not have control over that. Time ran out. They let Goldberg keep going, but NBC cut it because the show was fucking over. Everybody's like, why would WWE do that to Goldberg? They didn't do that to Goldberg. Yeah, Bret Hart said,
I would have done that to Goldberg.
I should have saved an image of this tweet. Bret Hart put out a tweet that said, if I was NBC, I would have cut that shit off right after his entrance. They waited too long.
This is one area where me and Bret Hart definitely have some agreements, you know.
Well, I will say I think this is a case where you don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't think Goldberg's going to wrestle again. This is all he wanted. This is what he wanted, and he got what he wanted. He just wanted this one more. He was actually trying to do it on his own there for a minute because Vince wasn't going to give him his retirement match, and he was trying to do it in like Jerusalem or some shit and couldn't get the funding, and like he just wanted one more match. This is all and he picked Gunther himself, so he got to go out the way he wanted to. Yeah. So
and he did the proper wrestling thing of putting over the younger talent.
And it was the perfect way because you put Gunther over, but you still protected Goldberg because you didn't tap out. You passed out. So,
well, he's old, you know. He probably was nap time.
Well, you know, in the world of wrestling, for some reason, that's always looked at better. Like, well, if you didn't tap out, you're stronger. Well, you didn't have
because you didn't choose it. It wasn't a choice.
You had no choice. So yes, you are tougher because you didn't tap out, but you didn't have a
yeah, that's the thing.
That is the thing. So there you go. There's our recap of a very busy weekend of wrestling. Hopefully
it's been up there for too long.
Hopefully you get to go back and watch some of that. I think, like I said, I'm not saying I think you'll be impressed with the Goldberg match just because it wasn't a total shit show and he did the right thing. And I love Gunther. I don't know about you, but
I do love Gunther.
By the way, real quick before we go to our last thing, the rumor is that they've picked their last opponent for Cena, and the rumor is that opponent's Gunther.
It's a good choice. I mean, Gunther's always a good choice in my opinion.
Talk about another feather in his cap if he ends the year on, I retired Gunther.
I retired
Cena.
I retired Goldberg and Cena.
But it also makes you wonder is if that is going to be the final match, is Cena going to be a face again?
I don't know.
Because Gunther's the heel, and I don't see Gunther not being the heel, in my opinion.
I don't know.
So that'll be interesting.
See how that goes.
Part of me is wondering because I saw after you mentioned it, some people were talking about Cody hinting at some heel shit. Like, are we going to get a double turn at SummerSlam?
I don't know.
It feels too early for Cody to turn, but anyway, it's just a rumor. The rumor is that it could be.
I personally don't want Cena to go face. I
would like to end him on heel, and I would like whoever that last opponent is, even if it is Gunther, to be the one that says you're not taking our title.
But I feel like Gunther is a type of character that he doesn't need to be face to like destroy. Like no, he's like
Psycho Sid. Sid was never a face, but people fucking loved him. That kind of dominant. He's a dominant character.
He's just a dominant dude.
Face because of the situation. He doesn't have to be a face, but if it was him and Cena, he would automatically be the face without even having to be a baby face.
He's almost like an assassin or a bounty hunter. It's like, I don't care if you're good, I don't care if you're bad, I'm taking you out. That's how I look at Gunther. He's not really a face, he's not really a heel. He just does what he has to do.
So I was listening to a podcast the other day. JBL was on it, and they were talking about Gunther, and JBL asked the host, Conrad Thompson, he said, Conrad, do you notice something interesting about Gunther? And Conrad's like, I don't know what. And he goes, if this was 1980, he would be a Nazi. That would be his wrestling character.
Right? You're not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. They really like to play into their where they're from, even if they're not from Japan. Yokozuna.
Which I believe as a kid. Now I'm like, what the fuck was I smoking as a kid? Because he does not look Japanese. All right. Well, before the main event, we only got one more thing left. I wonder what that could be.
What could it be?
It's the Chic Tweet of the Week!
Chic Tweet!
And this week's words of wisdom from the man that we all know and love, the Iron Sheik. Short, simple, and to the point. In a world where you can go anywhere, go fuck yourself. Words of wisdom.
I got tears, man. I got tears. In a world where you can go anywhere, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Especially Hulk Hogan.
It's a Hallmark card waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like
I would send those out.
it's like a post.
It's like, look, this is how I believe in you.
Oh, it's the one you send to your parents when you go on spring break. So they know
That is a beautiful one. I might have to share that one. You're gonna have to send it to me so I can share it on the Facebooks.
We love you, Shiki, baby. We love you. You're the man, Shiki. You're the man.
Beautiful.
All right.
Just beautiful.
All right. Well, we made it through our bullshit, and now we're ready. We are ready. It is time for the main event.
One of two of this pay-per-view.
Oh, I guess I bring this up to bring this up to the fans. I don't know how many of you like to watch these pay-per-views either with us or before you listen or after or whatever, but if you go to find this on the cock, you specifically have to put No Mercy UK because they have No Mercy in 3 different fucking places for some reason. And yeah, the only way you're going to find this one specifically is to put in No Mercy UK. So there you go.
Bloody hell.
And there's our beautiful cover art.
I think you're looking lovely. Look at this.
I mean, it's good, right? Good, right?
Mm-hmm.
That lady there though needs to shave just a little bit. She has
just a little shave.
And I don't remember X-Pac having that much facial hair either. That's kind of
actually he has more and darker facial hair, to be honest with you. Mine has a lot of gray in it. Now, nowadays it looks closer to what my facial hair looks like. But
I remember The Rock wearing sunglasses, but not glasses.
Yeah,
eyebrows.
well,
The Undertaker looks confused. I don't know what. Yes, No Mercy.
Undertaker's blinded by the light.
Wrapped up like a douche. It's not really.
I almost made a really cheesy goatee for your Stone Cold, but I'm surprised you don't just do the goatee, man. Just like go with a full-on Stone Cold look.
Have we never had this talk? So facial hair, that's not a thing that happens. It would take me forever to grow that.
Well, this podcast will last a while. You have time.
One time my stepkids one day or 1 year wanted me to do No Shave November. It turned into more like No Shave November, December, half of January, and then I had a mustache and a little bit of a goatee. Yeah, my facial hair does not. Guess it took a note from the head, right? Like, yeah.
I guess.
And I'm very disappointed because when I was younger in my head, when I got old, I was gonna have like the ZZ Top biker beard and like braid that shit just because I could. It's never gonna happen. I can't even have any chops, man. I mean, I could, but it would take a long time.
Yeah. All right, so No Mercy UK.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where we're at. Where are you? Where did you go? No Mercy UK. This is actually the first. Now the other ones we've watched a couple of UK pay-per-views, but those were actually given away free. You just had to have Skynet or whatever they call the TV service over there. This is the first one you actually had to pay for in the UK. It's also the first No Mercy. And I found this kind of funny. So this is May 16th, 1999, and the name of the arena is the Manchester Evening News Arena.
Okay.
Or Manchester, I'm sorry, Manchester Evening News Arena. We're in Manchester, England. It's an interesting name for that paper paid a lot of money. Like, come on, you you're like the Guardian Inquirer Arena. That just doesn't sound like that's something new. It's the Mansfield News Journal Dome, so there we go. We have 16,777 people here to watch this pay-per-view. So let's do it. Let's check out No Mercy 99. The first No Mercy of 99.
Yeah, because we got 2.
We do.
I don't know why they did that. Do you know anything about that?
No, but maybe before we get to the other one, I'll be able to find out something.
Yeah. Once you do the research on the next No Mercy, you'll probably find out. All right. Well, let's watch it.
All right. So before we discuss this opening 5-star match that we have right here, the the pay-per-view actually started off with the Ministry of Darkness coming out, and man, I kind of forgot about the sick little remix. Their music,
not the Ministry of Darkness, the corporate ministry.
I'm sorry, the corporate ministry's together now, and the remix is Ministry of Darkness with No Chance in Hell mixed together.
Yeah, kind of cool. I liked it.
So they come out for Shane McMahon to shit all over everyone and to basically say this whole pay-per-view is centered around the corporate ministry. He announced that the European title was coming back. He happens to have it on because he's the champ, which I'm kind of glad this. Excuse me. I'm kind of glad the European title was in here because I was listening to a podcast the other day and I heard the origins of the European title. Because I think many times me and you both were like, "What was the purpose? Why did they make it?" We thought maybe they did it for Davey Boy.
Yeah.
But here's the actual true story. So there was a belt maker that was interested in making some belts for WWE, but they always used WWE had like their guy. They always use the same belt guy. So this belt designer literally came up with that European title just as a way to show WWE what he could do. So he just created that out of thin air as a sample and sent it to him. And Vince liked it so much he decided to use the belt.
Huh.
So that was originally just made by a guy so he could just show them, hey, look what I can do. Look what I can do. And yeah, it became a championship. So
did
that's
that guy
cool.
end up making any popular belts after that, or did they just like that belt? And was
Yeah,
like,
he ended up making some more for him after that. Yeah, so yeah, he did end up getting a gig. So we started off with that. It was you were like, this pay-per-view is 2 hours and 16 minutes, and 10 minutes of it was the corporate ministry talking.
Which I don't hate. I mean, I like me some promos. That's why we like this type of wrestling and not just watching two dudes wrestle on a mat.
Yep. And then, and of course, they talked about everything, including the main event, which we know is a triple threat. And it's time to screw Stone Cold again because it's Stone Cold against 2 members of the corporate ministry. So,
and it's no holds barred
and
as well.
Yeah.
So he's just double screwed.
So we kicked it off with a new wrestler, Tiger Ali Singh, which I barely remember him when he started talking. I remembered why I barely remember him. Then he wrestled too, and I'm like, oh yeah. He took on the legend, the living legend, the icon,
Gilbert,
with his security and his sparklers, and his light heavyweight title in all his glory.
This was the greatest thing ever. Like, I love the wars, the Monday Night Wars. And this just signifies.
We don't even have to guess what this was. They were taking a shot at Goldberg. There, you don't have to.
No,
there's no guessing what this is.
It was a great parody of him.
I mean, he comes out and he does everything, the moves, the sparklers just make you piss yourself. Instead of fire, there's just people and one person with a fire extinguisher for the smoke. But this was a squash match, not mash. We did the mash.
I don't know. Gilbert got a little bit of a spear in there.
He did, but please tell me how you fuck up a squash match. Because Gilbert got a spear.
Tiger Ali Singh and Gilbert in there.
He turned his back to the crowd, his opponent, and Tiger Ali Singh. All he had to do was kick Gilbert back here behind his knee, and it took him 2 fucking times, and he still didn't kick him properly.
Was it the bad kick, or was Gilbert not selling properly?
I think it was Tiger. Who's still wrestling? Gilbert, even now. Who's not? This motherfucker. So I think it was Tiger.
Okay. All right.
Wow, that was a lot of hate. I don't even know Tiger. Why am I hating him that bad?
I don't know.
He got under my skin, I guess. Do you know Jeff Jarrett? No. So are we even gonna, this was literally like a minute. I don't even know if we're going to rank this. We don't normally rank squashes. But if we want to base it just on the participants, I mean, I'd give this bitch like 4 stars just for Gilbert. No, not really. Just Gilbert alone deserves the stars. No, we don't normally rank squash matches. This was it was fun. That's all this was. It was just fun.
It was cool seeing the Gilbert entrance again. I give it 2 stars just for the entrance.
And you're right. He did get some offense in too. So you know what? Yeah, we don't normally rank squash matches. I'm going to give it 1.5 stars. Why not? Just for Gilbert. I fucking
There you
love
go.
Gilbert.
Just for Gilbert.
Yeah, just for Gilbert. You deserve it. Oh gosh. All right. Well, let's move on and see if we get a match next. Maybe we'll get like a match, a real match.
Maybe.
Possible. Let's check it out. All right. So here we go on our next match. We actually get a match this time. So, oh look, now you gave me all that crap for saying it wrong, and then you put it wrong on that graphic because it's not the Ministry of Darkness; it's the corporate ministry.
I made that graphic last night before I watched the episode.
So
in my defense,
now poop on you, buddy. So it's the corporate ministry. The
it
acolytes,
doesn't. It says Ministry of Darkness on the match card.
it's the acolytes and Viscera taking on the Brood, Gangrel, Christian, and Edge. I mean, it was a good, good 6-man tag. In the beginning, Viscera started things off, so I was just like, okay, who's gonna die? Because Viscera's in the ring. But even the whole match, not just when Viscera was in the ring. Let's look at the people, folks, and I'm pretty sure you can figure out that most of this match was the fucking Ministry destroying these guys because look who the fuck's on the Ministry's team. Like,
I mean, and let's face it, Bradshaw and Farouk are not like nothing to sneeze at either. They're beasts.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like the Viscera's just huge. Ron and fucking Farouk will kill, or Ron and Farouk, same person. Farouk and Bradshaw will literally kill you.
You know what? I'm sorry, Boomer. This is much necessary. Damn.
I can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that at all. One time there was a wrestler describing Ron Simmons, and he said Ron Simmons was unfuckwithable. That's the term they use for Ron Simmons. Unfuckwithable. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Saying don't fuck with that man. Don't fuck with that man. Good tag team match. It started off in the beginning kind of back and forth, but then we got to the spot where Christian was just the fucking. He died like 4 times, I think, in this match at least. I mean, it's just every time he thought he had an upper hand, someone would hit a power move on him, whether it was JBL or Farouk or Viscera. The only spot that made me laugh is Viscera had Edge up on the ropes at one time, and it looked like he was dry humping him, and I'm like, how does that hurt? You're doing.
I found it weird. I think Christian, like he had a perfect opportunity to jump over the ropes and do like a crossbody splash on like a bunch of men on the outside. And instead he just jumps over and lands there and starts punching. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
You had an opportunity there and you didn't take it?
He's probably afraid they wouldn't catch him. I don't know. Yeah, that spot was a little weird too.
He's heard of Viscera's
I'm not gonna risk skills. They were moving away from everything. Here comes Viscera with a leg drop. Move! Get the fuck out of the way.
No!
Face. You'd be the Phantom of the Opera like the Undertaker had to be. And of course, towards the end,
that wouldn't look bad on the Brood, actually.
No.
Kind of fits the aesthetic.
Other than this being the battle of the elbows, because for some reason everybody was fucking elbow. Like, you get an elbow, I don't know what the hell it was. Everybody's dropping elbows for whatever reason. But this really is the battle of like, the Ministry is like there can only be one supernatural faction. So you guys got to go. There can only be one.
Yeah.
You can't have vampires and
it's like some Highlander shit.
Cult. You can't. We can't have the Lost Boys and this cult over here. You can't do it.
It would be just a cult, but it is with Undertaker. It is very supernatural-ish.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're fighting over the fact that if you're not going to be with us, then you just got to go. You're out of here. At the end of this, of course, and we love it when things go crazy, and it did. It broke down at the end of the match. It turned into a slobber knocker, and there was even the point. I forget what movie hit, but during all that confusion, Gangrel was actually the legal man, and the ref counted a pin with Christian on top when it wasn't legal, and then counted another pin when they switched out and Gangrel was on top. I'm like, what is going on? And then we look up on the ramp, and there's Shane with his most devastating member, fucking Midian. We forgot when he was talking shit at the end of the pay-per-view. Or at the beginning, we forgot to mention that Shane talked about how dangerous Midian was going to be for Kane. No one believed.
I know.
Midian's at the top of the ramp, and nobody cares. Like, it's better than being a Godwin, but he's not your most intimidating member of your.
No.
So anyway, all this chaos is going on, and I'm trying to remember who did Midian get a hold of? Was it Gangrel that was on the outside of the ring? Is that who Midian?
Yes, he DDT'd Gangrel.
he did DDT Gangrel, and I just noticed in this match that the actual ring and the outside of the ring and all that is is raised up. Why? Maybe it's just the arena. I don't know. But I noticed it when they showed the crowd because there's the guardrail and like the crowd's below the actual outside of the ring. So this
Maybe they need extra support for Viscera being in that ring.
fucking do. We're all week, folks. Yeah, so anyway, we got the DDT to Grand Girl on the outside, then you threw him back in the ring, and then you go from getting DDT'd on the outside to getting a fucking clothesline from hell, and yeah, match over. Done. You ain't getting up from that.
Finish.
And of course, Shane had to talk shit and say, here is the first phase of our domination, or whatever the fuck. Basically saying they're going to win all their matches tonight. Basically.
Understood. As a good heel faction should say.
Exactly. But this was entertaining. To me, it was just a classic six-man tag done very well. Went the way it should have. It's what you expected the bigger guys to be destroying the little guys, and some shenanigans, which of course you expect to. Not bad at all. Pretty good second match. Lasted longer than the first one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And the Brood's entrance is pretty cool. It's not quite Gilbert, but the Brood still has a pretty good entrance.
Yeah, it is a good entrance. I think we've said that every time we've seen them.
We have. So nothing else. I mean, this was fine. It wasn't outstanding. It wasn't horrible. I'm just gonna go with I'll give it a 3. There's 3 people in each team. I'll give it a 3. 3 clotheslines.
I'm going with 3 deadly leg drops. I know they weren't in this one, but Viscera's in that ring, and he's got the deadliest leg drop.
And he did go for one, and I cringed for a minute, but whoever the fuck was under there moved out of the way.
He's like, I ain't taking this shit.
I know. Can I join the ministry, please?
He just noped right out of there.
Yeah, nope, not getting that. Someone else moved too when he went for the fucking corner splash, which is actually what broke the Undertaker's face. It wasn't a leg drop; it was that fucking splash to the corner.
Well, that just ruins my joke. But that's where avoiding Viscera's leg drops or splashes, them noping right out of there. That's where Jordan Peele got the idea for his movie Nope. Nope.
I know, it's crazy to think how long this.
Not everything the Boomer and Blaze show says is true. For entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
What? It's amazing how long this.
Sorry,
it's amazing how long this is around too. And I don't know if he leaves and comes back again, but he's still around for a few more years because he's.
Yeah, I know, because
he's an ECW.
Big Daddy V.
Yeah, and goes to ECW when they bring ECW back. So Big Daddy V's a bad phase because that's when he doesn't wear a shirt anymore.
I'm sorry, but all of Viscera or Big Daddy V or Mavis, what was his name before?
Mabel. Men on a mission.
Yeah, all of his phases are not exactly great. I will say Viscera is probably his best phase.
Viscera is his best. Big Daddy V was too much. That's when he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to bring sexy back. I'm bringing sexy back.
I'm sorry, you ain't Mark Henry. You ain't Mark Henry.
You're not sexual chocolate.
You're not sexual chocolate.
There's only one sexual chocolate.
That's right.
Weird. All right, well, let's go to what's next. Let's see what's next on No Mercy. All right, so here we go. In our next match is the world's most dangerous man, Steve Blackman against Droz. Don't have a problem with either one of these athletes, but this match was just kind of there, in my opinion. Wasn't bad, but it didn't feel like a pay-per-view match. Like, it just kind of felt like something you'd see on Raw or something. Like, they didn't really give us any kind of story as to why these two are fighting. It was just there. And we've seen Blackman. We've seen Blackman, so it's not like he's brand new and you just need to feed him somebody. It's kind of just seems like got thrown together.
It was fine.
Yeah. It just sucks because, usually it's either we get like a really good match with a lot to talk about or a really bad match that we can shit on, and this is neither one of those. It was just there.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely.
I can't really shit on it, but it no story, no reason. Just here you go, guys. Here's Blackman, and then it's a weird matchup too. Like two totally different
Needed a break from the corporation story.
corporation story. And just something to throw in there just to.
It seems like they're going back and forth. Like, here's a
You might have
match
been
with
right.
the
Like,
corporation.
this
Here's an
might
extra.
just really be a place filler to break up the whole corp, because that's obviously the focus of this whole thing. Is, because you're right, that could be part of it. And I mean, it's not like the crowd wasn't like super into it, but they weren't quiet either. I mean, it was fine. It was there. Just what it was. It was
I mean, they're in the UK. They don't go there often. They gotta
right.
get excited.
It's like we talk about now, even today, when they go to these places, they don't get it all the time. They don't care who it is. They get super stoked. Maybe it would have been a little more fun if Draws would have made itself throw up, because that's what Vince liked about it.
I disagree. That's not my favorite thing about Draws or anyone.
Yeah. So yeah, it was what it was. Blackman won by submission. Since it was just in between, neither good or bad. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. I guess I'm just gonna give it a 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2 batons. That's what Blackman's holding.
That is a kendo stick. Okay.
That's a kendo stick. Come on. How many kendo sticks do you know that are yellow? It's a baton.
It's a baton.
Well, kendo sticks are also longer, I would say.
Oh, you're saying that
those are like little small things.
Trying to say that he's a macho man. I got to be a macho man. Not that macho man, brother. Ooh yeah. All right.
I don't know. They just remind me of like a.
It does though. I know what you're saying. It kind of looks like, or like a really big glow stick. Kind of looks like a really giant.
Yeah.
Maybe he was at a rave.
I don't know what they technically call them.
It looks now. If you didn't know what this was, if you just took the name away and just showed me a picture of that guy, I'd be like, "Who ordered Street Fighter off Temu?" Can we see Street Fighter? No, we have Street Fighter.
Oh, Street Fighter normally doesn't use weapons. This might be Soul Calibur.
Oh,
they all had weapons.
They all had weapons. All right, well, let's move on and see what's next. I bet it's a ministry match or a corporate ministry. I bet they're in it.
I believe so. Yes.
Let's check it out. So here we go. We're continuing this corporate ministry story, and it's one half of the tag team champions, Kane, against the man that he fears so much, Midian. Come on. I love how everything from the beginning was centered around how fearful Kane should be and blah, 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 this and that. Midian, and this whole match was pretty much Kane whooping Midian's ass. Is basically what the whole match was. I mean, which is great. It's good storytelling. It really is. Like, we weren't buying that anyway. That trash talk about, oh, the Undertaker should fear Midian. No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. It's fucking Kane. Have you met this guy? Like, even other than the one spot where Midian managed to move and Kane hit the corner post. So there for a minute, Midian got some offense. I forgot to mention something. Stop the press. I forgot to talk about the little teaser we saw before the match. The little black and white video, and you were like, what is going on?
What the hell is this?
That was the introduction of let me make sure I get this right. Let me pull this back up because I knew what it was a joke about, but I want to make sure that I got it right. That was a tease for Beaver Cleavage.
Okay.
That's real.
I do not remember that at all.
Because it don't last long, and the character of Beaver Cleavage was actually played by Mosh. That was fucking Mosh from the Headbangers.
Really?
Yeah. Thrash left, and they're like, "What do we do? Oh, let's turn you from a fucking headbanger into a perverted little kid." Because that clip wasn't bad there, but they do some stuff that's probably not okay with this character, and it doesn't last very long. So there you go. That's what it was before.
Oh, the 90s.
The good old
90s.
Good old attitude there. By the way, that shirt's way cooler than the one Midian was wearing in the ring, but he definitely is wearing the. Who knew that the what do you want to call that? The spray art clothing was still so popular at the end of the 90s. Where the airbrush, that's what it is, the airbrush art.
Oh, I remember it being super popular.
His gear reminds me of Road Dogg. They're doing kind of the same. Road Dogg isn't always airbrushed, but yeah, this was Midian getting his ass whipped because he's a fucking Godwin. You can paint stuff on his head all you want, but he's just a Godwin. If you weren't Mark Calloway's friend, you probably would be gone by now. So that's just
Yeah.
being honest. And of course, they saw that Midian had no chance in hell. Ha ha ha. Pardon the pun.
That's not
And
what
the
this
rest
song's
of it,
supposed to be about. Let's go.
no chance. That's the wrong chance. Wrong kind of chance.
They're not supposed to
So
have a chance, not us.
things weren't working out, so the boys came. The boys are back in town. The boys came to help out, and we all teamed up on Kane. And at first, Kane wasn't selling shit, no matter what they did. But then Viscera fucking had to splash him like 2-3 times.
Ugh.
But you called it before he even made it all the
I'm
way out
surprised.
there. You called what was going to happen. Mind you, we have fucking Viscera, Farouk, Bradshaw, Midian, Shane McMahon, all in the ring. And who comes out and clears the ring?
Freaking 80-pound X-Pac with
And they all
nothing but a stick. I mean, you
X-Pac
could
missed
take
like
a stick shot and go get X-Pac.
By the way, it was not the same stick he used in One Night in China. Not the same stick. Different. What was that?
Well, that stick's still attached to him.
Different
Ew.
stick. Anyway, yeah. They left the ring before he even got out there. And to your point, but again, this is wrestling, right? This is illogical wrestling because in real life, none of those guys would have left that ring, and they would have
Yeah,
took
everybody
that
just
stick
staring. I'm like, what
from
the hell are you
X-Pac,
doing with
and
that shit?
yeah, they would have probably shoved that stick up his arse. Probably what would have
That
happened.
probably was part of One Night in China.
Awesome. Woo. When we're on, baby. You know what I'm saying? When we're on, we're on. And that was on. So yeah, that was probably the only kind of. Oh, and we also forgot to mention besides that, like you mentioned, like this is already a short pay-per-view, and we're taking so much time for promos.
You know,
Like,
I may
we
need
got
to turn my thoughts around because maybe that's why they cleared the ring. They were worried what he was going to do with that stick, and it wasn't about beating them. Time for a pagan.
This guy. We forgot to mention that Mankind also came out and cut a promo before this match because we need promos.
Oh yeah.
What was funny was he started coming out, and I'm like, why is Cactus here? Because he had on the flannel, but he had on the Mankind mask, and he had on the Mankind shirt, but he called himself Cactus Jack in the ring. Like he's doing the promo. I don't know.
He was kind of a mixture of Cactus Jack and
he was
Mankind.
having an identity crisis. That's what he was having. So,
which I think that was kind of part of Mick Foley's shtick back then.
It was the shtick, baby. Isn't it
was
crazy?
I'm surprised that he had the flannel on. I'm surprised he didn't have the Dude Love shirt under that.
Right, he should have just. Maybe he did.
Of all.
He just didn't get to do like the Superman.
Well, he had the happy face with the Mankind.
Yeah,
which I loved. That I wanted one of those shirts as a kid.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got
the
one.
Happy face with the Mankind mask.
Yeah, it's a classic. Definitely a classic. So yeah, so this match ended in a DQ. Got a DQ here because and Shane wanted to make sure he took the time to warn X-Pac he's next. So he must.
Yeah, we already heard that from Gilbert. I don't know if that counts.
Face. So this was fun. This was entertaining. I actually loved it. It wasn't a 5-star matchup, but I just loved it because they spent all that time talking shit about how intimidating Midian should be, and then he just got his ass kicked by Kane.
You know, in one way, you could look at it like everybody should be intimidated by Midian because of who he has backing him.
I guess.
I mean, it's not just Midian you're dealing with. And they showed up. Everybody besides Undertaker was out there.
But if you took all that weight,
Undertaker hasn't been showing up in these cheating.
If you just took this guy's picture, took everything else out of there, and I saw that guy, I would probably just make fun of him. I wouldn't be scared. I'd probably be.
I mean, we've been doing that since he was a Godwin. So
true story. True story. So yeah,
I don't think he ever had a good. Unless there's something I don't remember, I don't think he ever had a good gimmick.
No. I mean, this was his best one. But again, it was just like it was a fun ass whooping. But so far, these are just kind of average matches. Nothing really
Yeah, I was kind of concerned about that. So
Yeah.
I was looking for a no results so I could get these match cards.
Yeah.
And the one I found does not tell me who the winners are, but it tells me their opinion of how many stars each one got. I think the most any one of them got was 3. So
Yeah. I can see that.
I was kind of warned that this might not be a great pay-per-view.
I would have to think the biggest hope's the main event. I mean,
The
Austin
triple threat
Wright.
match does sound good. But
Blake.
I don't remember what the place I went to had it. I'll have to look.
But as far as this one goes, I'm just going to go ahead and give it 2.5 choke slams. Let's go with that.
I'm going to give it
You
2
might
eyes because that's what's on the shirt.
Touche.
Touche.
All right. Well, I actually know what's next. We'll be right back. Don't go get a drink.
Yeah, we'll just watch it live. We won't even pause it.
We're not even gonna pause it. We'll just watch it.
I'm kidding. We're gonna pause.
We'll be right back. It's shorter than Gilbert.
We need one of those old 90s like we'll be right back. You know those little cards that they use? Yeah.
Yes, good shit. All right, let's go check out whatever this is. We'll be right back. It's exactly that's what we're talking about right there. Because we knew what we had coming up was quick. That's right up there with the other one that was like the more you know.
Yeah. The more you know.
I give you love for the. We'll be right back. And speaking of, we'll be right back. The next match apparently originally was supposed to be Tori. I'm not Tori Wilson against Sable, but Sable come out to talk about man, I'm tongue tied. She's sick ever since she landed in this country, and she has a chest cold. And when Sable has a chest cold, it's a big problem. Get it? So, Nicole, that's not a man, baby Bass, took her place, and we got another squash match.
And this one was legit a squash match. I don't think Tori got an offense at all.
No, Tori tried to attack Nicole from behind twice, and Nicole just rubbed it off. Is that what happened? It's unfortunate. And she choke slammed Tori, right? That was it. Choke slam.
Yeah, and she had her up in the air for a good while there.
She did hold her up in the air for a minute, so that was impressive. And yeah, that was it. It was over. Night. Of course, we saw a video before this about how Sable got screwed out of the title thanks to Commissioner Michaels. So that was pretty funny. That was classic Shawn Michaels. They have an evening gown match, whatever, bra and panties match.
And he gives it to the winner, the person that shows off.
Sable rips the dress off of Deborah, and Sean's like, in my eyes, the one that won is the one who got the dress ripped off. So you're the champ now. But I'm not even going to rank this. We joked a little bit with Gilbert, but this was not even a match. It was 30 seconds long. It's just, it is what it is. It was there. This went right back to what you pointed out to us. They had to have something to fill in. Ministry, not ministry. Ministry, not ministry.
I guess they didn't need it as much as a rest in the back for this.
Because the next match is X-Pac and Chains, so we're back to the corporate ministry. So, yeah.
All right, and then we'll finally be answering my question of why Billy Gunn. They seen Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, whatever he's going through.
We'll find out. My guess is Billy's probably bad by now because X-Pac with Kane, DX has already broke up. This must be after Road Dogg, and it's still weird even if that's the case because, like you said,
why didn't he fight Road Dogg
and stuff? So why isn't he fighting Road Dogg? Yeah, it'll be interesting to find out. But before that, let's check out the European Championship match, the brand new reinstated European Championship given to Shane by Shane. Yeah, I am the champion because I said so.
All right.
I'm the champion. I am.
Wrong champion.
Let's do it. All right, and here we go. Our next match. Back to the story of the evening, and this one is for the European Championship, and it's Shane McMahon defending against X-Pac. And right away, X-Pac was trying to whoop that ass. Like he started this match out on fire, and Shane thought he was going to do the classic heel. Fuck this, I give up. I'm going back to the locker room. But then Vince's Stooges showed up. You know, we haven't seen Vince at all on this pay-per-view, but his boys showed up. We got some Briscoe and Patterson coming out to make Shane go back into the ring to continue to get that ass whooped. And then a friend shows up. China made her way out to the ring. I believe she was there to talk about the first script for One Night in China because she didn't like some of the
China.
She didn't like some of the scenes. And of course, we had to get the good old ref bump. You got to have a ref bump so you can have some. So you can have some shenanigans. Because what's a McMahon match without some shenanigans? Do you really need a ref bump though? I mean, like you do need a ref bump.
But shenanigans.
Like realistically, Shane could just be like, "You're gonna do what I tell you to, ref, or you're not gonna have a fucking job."
I mean, that's what he did earlier.
Right.
I mean, they have had no disregard for the rules.
No, but in this one we had to get a ref bump. So we got one trying to come out. She took X-Pac, launched him into the corner post like he was a yard dart. And that was probably painful. But that still didn't end the match. It was great when Shane went for a Bronco Buster on X-Pac and he busted his balls instead. Got the old family jewels. And then X-Pac went to give China a Bronco Buster, and I'm like, oh, wrong movie. What are we doing? That's not. But China put her foot up. Did you catch that? Like, he went to X-Pac went to Bronco Buster China, and she put her foot up and got him right in the family jewels.
Yeah.
Right in the. Why would you do that? You got a movie you got to make in a little while. You don't want to. Damage the equipment. Like,
oh man, at this point, X-Pac in China is like a very fucked up version of Romeo and Juliet.
And that's fucked up, right? Because Romeo and Juliet were fucked up too. So we got a fucked up version of a fucked up couple. That's fucked up. What are we doing?
But China, your corporate ministry is never going to allow us to be in love.
We can't because we're too opposite. You know.
X-Pac, you're. Oh wait, you don't have a group anymore. Well, you're good.
he's got his big red buddy. He's got his big red best. It's like X-Pac and Clifford the big red dog. You know, he's got his big red machine. So.
Oh no, X-Pac, your burn victim will never approve.
And I swear, of course, I guess we should follow through all the shenanigans. Thanks to all the shenanigans, including a belt shot from China and a little pedigree from Triple H. Shane won. Then they thought they were going to continue to beat X-Pac after the match, and here come Kane, and I was like, dude, I swear to God, if the ring doesn't clear when Kane's walking down, I'm going to be really mad.
Yeah. Kane does not need to hold a stick.
Stick can clear the ring, then you bitches better be running when Kane comes out. I'm just saying.
Kane is a weapon.
Look. Oh, he is. And it's kind of cool and weird at the same time to be watching the old stuff because Kane's still in like the full, body suit. I like the old school Kane though.
Yeah, me too.
The old school Kane. So yeah, it was this bit. I can't speak today, and I don't know why. I'm not drunk. I swear.
I do start liking the Kane outfit where it's kind of like red stripes and the like see through.
Yeah,
like
and you can
mesh. That outfit, that look was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty slick. Yeah. But this was a good match. This was actually a match this time. Plenty of shenanigans for
all
us.
The shenanigans.
And so far, everything's coming up corporate, man. The corporate ministry is cleaning up. They have won every match.
You mean the team that has the rich backing is winning everything? What a shock!
The Boston Kids team's winning. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way. Somebody named McMahon is winning everything. That's insane.
I mean, it took us till 2020s to finally get the other McMahon.
This was probably the first
that's real
match.
Life. Sorry. That was real.
This was like, I guess the 6-man wasn't bad either, but this was probably the first match that actually felt like a pay-per-view match. And it was a good match. Shane can go, for those of you who don't know or have never watched Shane O'Mac, he can actually. Shane can go, and Shane and X-Pac always have fun, entertaining matches. And man, I'm going to give this Gotta give this 3.5 shots to the jewels. The poor family.
I'm gonna go with 3 Shane Busters.
There you
That's
go.
what he calls those, right?
Shane Buster. He also had on the shirt that said Degenerate. He was wearing the Degenerate jersey instead of the DX. It just said Degenerate 69.
Yeah.
In Xbox colors, of course. You got to do that. But good match. We're getting close to the end. We only have 2 left. And finally, maybe we can figure out the answer to the question of why we have Mankind and Billy Gunn facing each other. If they don't show us the video package, then the only other way we're going to know is by the crowd reaction. And Billy, I feel like,
or
will still get some
searching
cheers.
maybe.
Maybe you could Google it, you ass. Where's the assistant? Oh, fucker. Oh, I fired him a long time ago. Never mind. God.
Fired. That implies we hired someone.
Look, I told him it was an internship. Okay. Gosh.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck would we pay? We don't get paid. Why would we pay you? What the fuck do you think this is? Do you see hush money laying around here anywhere? Do you see it? I didn't think
Boomer, is this a Bill Clinton situation?
What goes on under the desk?
Is the intern under the desk? Is the intern with us right now?
No, no. Currently is not with us. All right, well, let's see what happens when some ass and mankind gets some ass. Let's just say that. I don't know.
Well, great transitions. We were, speaking of ass.
That's why I'm a professional, because this is
the
bucks right there, because I'm a smooth transition.
That's why we get the no money.
Yes. Ass everywhere, and yeah, let's see what happens.
Let's go.
Do it. Okay, so here we go. And before our next match, we were seeing Michael Cole, 12-year-old Michael Cole, backstage interviewing Mankind, and those dastardly corporate ministry motherfuckers attacked him. Mankind was attacked viciously. Chair shots to the knee while he was back there. And so then we go to the ring and get an entrance, and we get our question answered. This is evil Billy Gunn. It's evil Mr. Ass.
But what's such a great song.
With apparently,
I'm an ass man.
My co-host really likes Mr. Ass. Mr. Ass must be up there.
I'm an ass. I like to blow them.
It's got to be up there. So I'm a man. I'm a man's man. Those are got to be like your 2 favorite.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
Billy Gunn, the killer. So Billy comes out and he clarifies this right away, because he's like, I have had a change in attitude, however he said it. Why the women are just out there whistling when his ass. Because he still got some cheers. That's why I still wasn't sure at first when his music hit.
Were they all higher pitched? Like,
it was all
as in all women and maybe a couple of gay dudes.
Woo! Yeah. So he comes out. He tells us all his little spiel. They play Mankind's music, and Mankind does not come out while the commentators are reminding us that he was attacked. And then Billy proceeds to say to the ref, I guess you get the honor of announcing me as the winner, or something like that. And then Mankind.
The ref being Teddy Long.
Teddy Long, yes. I love this. I'm going to share this with the audience. My co-host is like, am I racist, or is that Teddy Long?
I was like, it looked like Teddy Long, but oh crap.
I'm not that guy. Am I? Like, they all look like
I'm not that guy, right? But that looks like
we all know that all referees look the same. Anyway.
Well, the last time we saw him was at Starrcade. So he was in WCW. I didn't know when he came to WWF.
Yeah. So here we go. And we had, of course, do we have to say it was a good match? Because fucking Mankind was in it. Good match. Classic focusing on the body part. Billy Gunn knew the knee was injured because Mankind came out limping. Crazy shit on the outside. Just everything you love in a Mick Foley match. But my friend, my co-host, my fellow wrestling connoisseur, the ending of this match kind of frustrated me a little bit. Like,
it's some weirdness.
It's a little,
like, I thought for sure maybe Shane McMahon was at the ring, was hitting the ring bell,
right? Like,
but no, it was just a mess up. Apparently,
a chair got involved, folks, and Mankind's the one that actually grabbed it, which was kind of.
I was expecting Teddy Long to start asking the audience, "Hey guys,
hey, should we? Is this cool?
Was there some shenanigans in this ring? Because that's what he was doing in WCW. I guess he doesn't do that anymore.
So apparently, if someone brings a steel chair into the ring, once it's on the mat, apparently it's part of the ring, and it's fine after that point, apparently.
I mean, I think technically that is how it's always been. Like, if you grab it and then swing it at someone, it's a
Yeah,
disqualification.
but
But
if we also
it's the same logic as the steps. You
true,
can
but
do stuff on their steps, but you can't actually.
but the illogical part of this is Teddy saw it come in, and most of the time when this happens, the ref would remove the foreign object from the fucking ring instead of being like, you know what, playa, fuck it, let's make it interesting. Just leave it there. It's not like he didn't see it. Not only did he see it, he saw Billy Gunn not do one but two fucking finishers.
I think
on the chair, and it's fine.
I think every match is Extreme Rules tonight. Also, I've kind of noticed something. This entire pay-per-view is Rise of the Villains because I'm trying to think, has any face won at this pay-per-view? Because Gilbert lost. All the corporate ones have lost.
Every victory has been the heels.
I'm trying to think. There was the Steve Blackman.
Technically, Blackman's a baby face, right? So maybe that one. No Draws was a baby though. So Blackman's back. That's
so
the only
there
one
was,
that might be confusing.
So there was no heel in that one. So
yeah, all
that's
heels.
the only one.
And Blackman does
every
become
single
a heel
match.
eventually. He might have been, but yeah, you're right. This is like the rise of the evil empire.
Yeah, not even just the corporation matches. All matches, other than the one that was face versus face, all matches have had the heel win.
Instead of asking Obi-Wan for help, we need to help me,
Stone Cold. Help me, Stone Cold. Help me, Stone Cold.
Although I have a feeling.
I have a fever.
I have a feeling that Stone Cold actually does win. And it's with the assistance of The Rock. Because didn't The Rock just break away from the corporation?
Well, like I said, I don't think The Rock's going to show up because I believe he's filming a movie.
Maybe.
You never know.
But you could be wrong on that.
It's interesting that you say you feel like, and we're not done talking about this match, we got to rank it, that you feel like Stone Cold is going to win. And I don't remember this because I probably didn't see it. I'm surprised I haven't went back and watched it when I'm watching the cock, but I know I didn't see it at the time because you couldn't. But I got a feeling Stone Cold's probably going to walk away too because logically, and we know wrestling's not logical, but logically, there's no fucking way he should win the main event because it's two guys in the same faction taking him on. So logically,
and not only that, it's a no holds barred. So obviously, he's not just fighting those two. So story wise,
he should have no chance.
He should have no chance in hell. However, I think it has to be something happens.
Yeah.
Maybe get some assistance. Maybe all the people that have gotten their ass kicked tonight by the corporation all come out to help Stone Cold.
But back to the end of this one, I can't remember what the first move was Billy ended up hitting Mankind with on the chair. It wasn't the famous, or that was the second, but he hit it. The ref counted. We heard the bell.
After a 2 count.
But Teddy held up that it was only a 2 count. Then, if you noticed, when Billy went for the famouser, Teddy called for the bell again before he even fucking counted the pin. And then he counted the 3. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what's happening.
So maybe Teddy,
almost like he was getting ready to disqualify him for the chair, but then was like, you know what? You're right. Where he messed up was he didn't ask the audience for advice. Yeah. And it shows you Teddy Long cannot referee without advice from the audience.
Without help.
Yeah, he has to. Players, what do I do, players?
Put him in a match for maybe it's simply this is the first time we've seen him, I think, in WWF. So maybe it's just a matter of he is used to WCW rules, and maybe something messed him up.
There's no rules in any wrestling that say just use the steel chair. Come on. WCW was definitely not more hardcore. Remember?
I don't know.
Maybe you can't throw them over the top rope, kids.
It's been 10 years in between. Maybe he was reffing for ECW for a little bit there.
Overall, though.
Did ECW have straight matches that weren't extreme?
No, actually, in ECW, every match was an ODQ match because that was the point.
That's what I figured. Yeah. So maybe that's what he's used to.
That was like the Federation where they have a pay-per-view and be like, the following match is regular rules. You can't cheat this time. That would make it hard for me. No chair shots, bitches. Other than
Sandman gets mad and smashes a beer bottle on his head.
Other than the little bit of weirdness at the end, I liked the match. It had the good story because of Mankind getting jumped before, and Billy Gunn took advantage of the situation. And you know what?
Oh, that's good heel work. Good
he may have won with a famous to the chair, but Mankind's the one that brought the chair into the ring. So he was his own worst enemy.
Maybe Teddy Long was like, since Mankind brought it in, was like, you know what? These guys are getting all the shit. Let's give them that. And then it worked against them. But
I'm going to give this match a 1, 2. Ring the bell. Wait, don't ring the bell. 1, 2. Ring the. I'm going to give it a 3.
Give it a 3. Yeah, I enjoyed this match as well. I'm going to give it a 3.5. Assman.
I'm an ass man. There was a lot of ass.
I'm an ass man.
We saw Mr. Ass, Mankind ass. Might have saw some Teddy Long ass. I don't know. There was a lot of ass, but there was no like China ass or Tory ass. It was just men's asses everywhere.
At least no one's eating carpet, I guess.
God, I've been missing this carpet for hours, and I don't feel any different.
My mom says to be a lesbian, you gotta chew the box.
That is.
I don't know. It tastes like crap, and I don't feel like a lesbian.
I downloaded the wrong Peacock again.
My grandma was a quarter lesbian, so that makes me a lesbian. I love that episode.
It's one of my favorites.
I think it's, if I remember right, it's the first ever episode of South Park I ever watched. Because that was the Tom's Rhinoplasty epised, right?
Yeah,
where Mr. Garrison gets a new nose and his entire face looks like David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that was the first ever episode of South Park I ever watched. I remember going to school and people kept talking about this South Park show. I'm like, what the hell is this? I got to check it out. So we snuck. We were staying at my dad's house that weekend. So my dad had us. And we snuck into the room and we're like, all right, I think it's on Comedy Central at 10. So we put it on, or it had to have been a because it was always on Wednesdays, and we never went to my dad's at Wednesdays unless something happened. Maybe we were there for a week or something. So we watched it, and the episode was Tom's Rhinoplasty, and I've been a fan ever since.
Got him.
I laughed so freaking hard with that one episode.
Oh yeah, it's good. All right, well, we know what time it is. It's time for the main event of the main event, and we know what the main event is. Stone Cold defending his title against Undertaker and Triple H, and
it's technically Stone Cold versus the corporation,
anything
corporate ministry.
Yeah, so we might as well say it's him against like 6-7 guys.
Yeah.
So I imagine we'll see every member of the ministry.
China's salivating.
At some point. Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's go check it out. Let's see what happens. Main event of No Mercy. All right, so here we go with our main event. It's the good old stack the deck against Austin, because why wouldn't you use the top baby face, right? Kind of feel like he was Stone Cold was kind of like Batman in the Attitude Era, and they just wanted everyone from the put all the villains. We need all the super villains to team up. Now, right away, I would say this is a triple threat match. It's for the title, and it's Austin, Taker, and Triple H, as you see. Right away, my thing would be like, a logical thing here would be Triple H or Taker just fucking lay down for the other guy, and the match is over. But we know that it doesn't work that way. Not only does it not work that way, there eventually comes the point where Taker and Triple H start fighting because, as you pointed out, it's for the world titles. So whether they're on the same team or not, they don't care because I want to be champion. I want to be champion. I want to be champion.
No, so, me.
Yeah. For a while, they were getting along, whooping Stone Cold's ass together, but then you got to the point in the match where they started fighting each other. How many times did King yell for Shane McMahon? Was that not one of the simplest but funniest things on commentary? Shane,
Shane, where are you?
Things aren't going the way they're supposed to. Not working out. It was a good match, fun, entertaining, making Stone Cold look like a superhero. He slipped at one point in the match, like legit slipped outside the ring, but he kept going. That's what a true fighter does. A lot of good action outside the ring. So yeah, so here comes the cavalry. Like I said, it's like when the Hearts celebrated in the ring, there were like 700 Hearts. Here comes everybody. everybody and their brother, and
Pretty much everybody that got their ass kicked by the corporation tonight.
yeah, well, they came out in a minute. I was talking about just the corporation coming out first, though, before all those guys came out. They
My bad.
proceeded to stomp a hole in Steve Austin's ass. Stone Cold didn't look too happy while that was going on. I don't know if someone was hitting too hard. Like, he legit looked like he wasn't too. Like, guys, the fuck. You forget. Let's call him the fuck that. Give Viscera away from me. That's what it was.
Like I said, I saw him. He just looked like he was trying to say bullshit. This is bullshit.
Well, it is bullshit, and we just see it time bullshit. You know, it's always let's take out Austin however we can. But you're right. Everyone else involved in matches in the night ended up coming out. Here come X-Pac, Kane behind him, and I'm like, the ring's gonna clear out. It's X-Pac. They're gonna go. They're scared. They don't want none of that. They don't want none of X-Pac. But also the Brood came out. Everyone started fucking fighting. And when they all started working their way to the back, Mankind ended up coming out too, and Mankind actually had the Undertaker. So the Undertaker is out of the ring, and that's when it comes down to Triple H and Stone Cold. And of course, who else would win but Stone Cold? Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. And I believe he had the Smoking Skull title again. I don't remember that belt, being around that long, but it looked to me like he was carrying the Smoking Skull still.
Well, remember in the last one, Vince McMahon brought the Smoking Skulls title to him.
Right. And yeah, he had both at the end of the last pay-per-view. So yeah. Still carrying the good old smoking skull. He wins, and then of course he proceeds to give everyone Stone Cold stunners except for X-Pac and Earl Hebner because they're his drinking buddies tonight.
Yeah, he was almost like Oprah out there. You get a stunner. You get a stunner.
You guys
you get a stunner.
The best thing at the end of the match to me was fucking Triple H's dumbass falling for the old beer. Like, Triple H took a beer. Listen, kids, there's two things in life you never want to take: the Snickers off your pillow if you get locked up, and a beer from Stone Cold. That's the two. Neither one are treats. Okay, they're just.
Maybe I just am not as familiar with prison culture, but I am not entirely understanding the Snicker situation.
If you're fresh in jail and you walk in your cell and there is any kind of snack on your pillow, that is not a welcome gift. Okay, let's just say that if you accept that gift, then whoever left such gift now kind of
owns you.
Yes.
You're their bitch. Okay.
Yes. Same as if you take a beer from Stone Cold.
Oh, thank God I'm not in prison, because I would just be like, oh shit, Snickers.
Snickers.
This is the best thing, best prison ever.
Thank you, buddy. And Buddy's fucking 10 foot tall. And, thanks for the Snickers. But Triple H did fall for it. He gave him a beer. He got another one for X-Pac, and they all cheers together.
He was very apprehensive about it.
He was
like backing up. He's like,
you know what? I'll go for it.
And I just want to say, Triple H gave a great, like, he sold that stunner. He did the spit up with the beer. That was beautiful. I love it. He was
definitely always one of the best at selling the stunner. Triple H is definitely up there.
No, I think The Rock.
Well, I didn't say Triple H was the best. I said he was one of.
He was one of. He's really good at selling.
Yeah, there's a handful of guys.
I wonder if that stunner and that spit up is what made him think, I bet this would look good in my entrance with water.
I wonder.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to mention Triple H has new music again.
Yeah.
So we had one pay-per-view with just that one cheesy 80s, like we didn't know what to do with you. But now he's got new music, and I recognize this music. Yeah. So this must be the music he uses for a while until he gets the game. Yeah,
pre-game, right before it's the pre-game game.
It's the pre-game game. Yeah. But yeah, this is this music I actually recognize. I had no idea what the hell that other crap was at the Backlash pay-per-view.
Well, this was a good main event, and really, so the last three matches actually felt like pay-per-view matches and saved the show.
Yeah.
It was those last three. The first half was a little like, especially
they were all quick.
Especially the two squash matches, and yeah, there weren't a lot. This was the longest match, obviously main event, and I think the second longest match was Mankind and Mr. Ass, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
The majority of them were under 10 minutes, and of course we had the two squash matches. But once again, Mr. McMahon. Well, this wasn't Mr. McMahon. Shane McMahon's plans fail, and Stone Cold is still your champion.
Yeah, I figured he was going to win. It's kind of weird that Undertaker just left.
Yeah.
That was kind of
he
a
didn't
weird
just
story.
leave, though. He was getting attacked by Mankind. They were brawling to the back. That's why
I understand.
Out of the picture, so
I'd be fighting a little bit.
It's
more.
still kind of weird though, because I know, unfortunately, we both know what pay-per-view is next, and Undertaker's not fighting Mankind at the next pay-per-view. He's getting another title shot. So so there you go. But next week, yes, will be the unfortunate one we've not been looking forward to, even though we know darn well that that's not going to be in the pay-per-view. It'll be cut out, but it's still just knowing.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that's not going to be shown.
Oh, they're definitely not going to show that in the pay-per-view, but it's still.
Well, they didn't even show it because I watched this one live when it came out, and they cut away pretty quick.
You still saw it happen, but they cut away.
Yeah, this is going to be probably another short one because of it.
So yeah, but great way to end the pay-per-view. Send everybody home happy. Stone Cold drank like 6 fucking beers after this one. Like, kept giving him an X-Pac, and X-Pac's like, dude, I weigh 60 pounds. I know everyone's I know everyone's scared of me, but I'm a little fella. Like,
I had to come out with a stick earlier.
Be coming out with that stick later too. Guess I forgot to mention everybody got Bronco Busters too, not just
stunners.
They got Bronco Busters. Like Austin set them all up. China got the last Bronco Buster.
She did.
Not the last one she'll get, but she got the last one in this show.
She was getting another one later.
I loved every bit of this main event. I loved it when it finally came to the point where Taker and Triple H were fighting each other because like, fuck you, I know we're on the same team, but I want the world title. They whooped Austin's ass, but in the end, Austin walks away the winner. I'm gonna give this 4 stunners.
Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. It had a very interesting end. I'm gonna go with 3.5 Bronco Busters. I suppose
Bronco Buster.
There was at least 3.5 going on last at the end there.
At least 3.5. At least. All right. Very good. Very good. We did it. We made it through. We made it through.
Well, you know what's next.
I do. Let's pick some matches.
Favorite match of the night.
Favorite match of the night. Well, I just have to go by the rankings, and my highest ranked one was the main event. So I'm going to go with the main event, the triple threat match between Taker, Stone Cold, and Triple H.
Now, I don't always like to pick the same one as you, but it's clearly the main event is the best match of the night. None of the other matches were, I mean, the last 3 matches were decent. None of them were a standout. I'm also going to go with the main event.
Can't argue that.
Worst match of the night.
All right, well, worst match. Worst match. I'm not going to pick the 2 squash matches. Of course, you could easily pick. We usually don't do that. So, and Gilbert was a classic, and we all know that anyway. So, I guess really just by process of elimination, looking at everything, I'm going to go with the Shamrock Draws match. Not because it was bad, but just because it felt more like a Superstars match or it was Blackman Draws. Make sure I said that right. But that one, I'm going to go with. It was just kind of there. It was there. It was fine.
I'm gonna agree with you mainly because it was just it's not so it was overshadowed by everything else. At least with all the other bad matches, you have the 2 squash matches, like you said. We don't really like to choose squash matches unless they really piss me off, then I'll pick the damn squash matches. These squash matches were not heinous, like terrible, like I mean, we got to see Goldberg, which that already gave me happiness because fuck Goldberg. Anyways, and then, the whole Sable story was kind of fun. Squash match, sure, but, it was good story. Like I liked it. I mean, it wasn't bad. And then all the other matches that weren't great, they had the corporate ministry storyline going on, so it kind of all fits together. And this match was just there. Like, why are we even the match with Badass Billy Gunn, who's not part of the corporate ministry, also had corporate ministry parts of the story. So yeah, it was just there. It wasn't a squash match. It wasn't in line with the rest of the pay-per-view. The entire pay-per-view was one long story practically. This is just there. So yeah, no, I'm with you. Long way of saying I agree.
All right, yeah, good shit, good stuff. All right, well, we've picked. I guess we have to. We got to plug some pluggables.
We do need to plug some pluggables.
Plug those pluggables.
All right, well, you can find me at Dragon Blazer Productions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The Tiki Talkies. I'm sorry, in case you're not sure what that is. That is the TikTok. I'm on TikTok. Don't stop. Oh, wait, that's wrong TikTok. Anyways, and then you can find me at X, Dragon Blazer Pro.
I go trying to be slick. Oh well. Sorry, I disappeared for a minute. I was trying to pull up the thing I'll do next week. I was trying to pull up my little. I didn't have the thing with all my socials on it, but it's easy because everywhere except for the X, we are at Boomer and Blaze Show. That's Facebook, that's TikTok, that's Insta, that's YouTube. But if you want to see us on that darn X, you have to go at Boomer_Blaze because X is whatever. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
They have to be different. Pretty soon it's going to be running on electricity, right? Electronic instead of gas.
Well, I mean, not only do you have to have a shorter name, you're only allowed to do 40. So, you know.
Not only did we make it through, we made it plenty of time that you get to look up. You are going to look up tonight. Next week, we will discuss Superman because we'll have seen it by then. And of course, also, it's the infamous Over the Edge 1999, and we all know what happened at that infamous pay-per-view. So that's going to be a little sad. But we did it. We made it through, and we'll see you next week. This has been the Boomer and Blaze Show. I am Boomer.
And I'm Blaze.
And good night from Dragon Blazer Studios.